in the deep waters off the western coast of Cuba, where the Caribbean Sea stretches out in mystery and silence, a startling discovery once ignited imaginations around the world. A team of explorers searching the ocean floor for sunken treasure stumbled upon something far more astonishing, what appeared to be a vast underwater city, complete with megalithic structures, geometric patterns, and stone formations resembling ancient architecture. Like the video, comment and subscribe to the channel. Let's start the video. The year was 2001, and the discovery was made by a Canadian company called Advanced Digital Communications, ADC, which had been working with the Cuban government on an exploration project. What their deep-sea sonar equipment revealed seemed almost too incredible to believe. The sonar images, geometry that shouldn't exist. While scanning the ocean floor at depths of around 600 to 750 meters, almost half a mile, ADC's equipment began to return images showing massive symmetrical shapes, stone-like blocks arranged in rectangular and pyramid-like forms. The layout bore an uncanny resemblance to a city grid, something that nature alone could not easily produce. Some of these structures appeared to be as large as a football field. The angles, straight lines, and shapes hinted at deliberate design, not random geological formations. For the researchers, including engineer Pauline Zalitsky and her husband Paul Weinzweig, the implications were enormous. Could this be the remnants of a lost civilization? Underwater civilization? The Atlantis theory emerges. The sonar images stirred up immediate comparisons with Plato's legendary Atlantis, a mythical city said to have sunk beneath the ocean in a single day and night of misfortune. While Atlantis has been tied to locations like the Mediterranean, the Atlantic Ocean, and even Antarctica, this Cuban site added a new dimension to the mystery. Could an ancient and forgotten civilization have once thrived in the Caribbean before being swallowed by a cataclysmic event, like an earthquake or tsunami? Some scientists and theorists speculated that this underwater city might date back 10,000 years or more, predating even the Egyptian pyramids. Geology meets mystery, natural formation or ancient ruins. Skeptics, however, quickly pushed back against these theories. Geologists pointed out that the oceanic crust near Cuba has been stable for millions of years. For a city to have sunk to a depth of over 600 meters, it would have required dramatic tectonic activity, something not observed in the Caribbean in the relatively recent past. Others argued that the structures could be the result of unusual but natural processes like fracturing, erosion, or ancient lava flows that created strange but non-man-made formations. Until physical samples or direct photographic evidence could confirm human involvement, many in the scientific community remained unconvinced. Descent into the depths, attempts to investigate. Despite the controversy, the site attracted immense attention. Zalitsky and Weinzweig hoped to return with submersibles equipped with cameras and robotic arms to gather more concrete data. But deep-sea exploration is both dangerous and extremely expensive. The depths involved placed the site well beyond scuba diving limits, and Cuba's geopolitical isolation, particularly with the United States at the time, further complicated funding and international cooperation. Only limited footage was ever released to the public, mostly grainy and inconclusive. Some underwater video clips showed coral-covered rocks, potentially shaped like staircases or walls. But no inscriptions, statues, or artifacts, key elements that could confirm a city-like past, were retrieved. Historical possibilities: who could have built it? If the underwater formations truly were remnants of a city, that raised even bigger questions: who built it? The known indigenous cultures of the Americas, such as the Taino, Maya, and Olmec, left records and ruins, yet none were known to have had advanced maritime technology or established oceanic cities. The idea of a civilization existing 10,000 or even 50,000 years ago throws a wrench into accepted human history. At such times, humans were largely nomadic and lacked the means for complex engineering or city building. If the Cuban site were man-made, it would force historians to rewrite the entire story of early civilization. Some fringe theories suggested the builders could have been survivors of a pre-Ice Age society, or even visitors from elsewhere, ideas that blend archaeology with ancient astronaut theories. Mainstream scientists have largely rejected these ideas for lack of solid evidence. Cuba's guarded silence, political and scientific barriers. Oddly, after the initial flurry of interest, news about the site all but vanished. ADC ceased public updates, and the Cuban government became increasingly quiet. Some believe political sensitivities played a role. After all, international scrutiny in Cuba's waters, especially near the U.S. naval base at Guantanamo Bay, was a delicate issue. Others suspect that nothing more was ever found and that the site's intrigue was overblown. Still, some claim the silence may suggest deeper secrets, hidden knowledge, or even suppression of discoveries that could challenge conventional history.
Thanks for watching, and subscribe for the more video.